Back during the season of Lent, we talked a lot about adds and subtracts as part of our personal spiritual discipline. And thanks to all of you who have responded to me and shared with me about the things that went well and maybe the things that didn't go quite so well. I was really excited to hear from our choir director, Jacqui Schilling, as she talked about taking on a pretty big subtract in her life for the season of Lent. And today on our Midweek Boost, I think you'll enjoy her sharing about how it went for her and what an interesting experience it turned out to be. Take it away, Jacqui.
Hi, my name is Jacqui, and this year for Lent, I really wanted to add or subtract something that would be really substantial in my life. And I was just getting this overwhelming feeling of not being connected or present in my everyday life. And when I did a little bit of just self-reflection and research into my daily routines, I found out that I was spending over 6 hours a day on average on my cell phone. And it really turned out to be like social media and other kind of fun entertainment apps. So what I did to completely cut it out of my life, because I know me, I know my impulse control, and I knew that having this smartphone in front of me, even if I deleted the apps or blocked the apps for a certain amount of time, it wouldn't have been helpful. I would have found a way around it. It was addictive. So I decided that I would actually downgrade my phone to a dumb phone for 30 days. And I ended up getting a flip phone, and I had to relearn how to type using T9. And the only thing that this flip phone had available was texting, calling. You could take photos on it, and that was about it. Really, it was just for communication purposes. No email, nothing. And I learned a couple of things having that experience. Number one, I learned that truly my cell phone use was an addiction. There were so many times it almost felt like I needed social media. I needed the games. I needed these things. And I would look at my flip phone and be upset. I was going through this anger phase of like, oh, I can't do anything on this phone. And then I would replace that time that I felt like I needed social media with going out with a friend, going to a coffee shop, going on a walk on the Greenway, reading a book. I hadn't read a book in so long. And then it all of a sudden opened up my day to having these extra moments of time, to doing these things that I enjoy, calling family instead of texting them. For like communicating, because texting with T9 was so difficult. But it really taught me this like value of my time and realizing that it's precious and that I should be the one having control of it over it, instead of these algorithms and apps that were literally created to keep you sucked in, to keep you addicted. It helped me just reflect on, how do I want to use my time? If I'm going to go back into using social media, how do I want to interact with it? And just recognizing these patterns of healthy phone use and maybe not so healthy of phone use. Now, obviously, I'm recording this on my iPhone. I am back with my smartphone, but I will say I went from averaging over 6 hours a day to now I'm averaging a little under 2 hours a day. And that's really mainly using my phone for things other than doom scrolling social media or watching videos mindlessly, instead of doing the activities that I love to do, like riding my bike the other day or roller skating with friends or reading those books. I'm really deeply into a book series right now. So overall, I think it was a wonderful experience. I will say, in today's day and age, I don't think it's practical to have a dumb phone, unless it's like a work phone versus a personal phone, because of things such as GPS, better camera, email. It's necessary for communication and certain things. So in that aspect, I don't think it's necessarily realistic to keep a dumb phone for the rest of my life, just because of the way society has decided to build around this technology. But I do think it's important to maybe go back to the roots of communication every once in a while and reflect on, how do I want to communicate to people, and how do I want to be communicated to? And how can I best use my time, because you only live once.
So this coming Sunday, June the 15th, is really the end of several months of amazing festivals of the church year, all centered around the life and ministry of Jesus, taking us from Advent, preparing for the coming King, Christmas, the celebration of the Nativity, Epiphany, the manifestation to the world, our preparation season of Lent, when we look closely and search ourselves, that leads us up to Holy Week, the triumphal entry on Palm Sunday, Maundy Thursday, Jesus' Last Supper with his disciples, Good Friday, his journey to the cross for our redemption, Easter Sunday, rising from the dead, 40 days after Easter, he ascended into heaven, and then the celebration we had last Sunday of Pentecost Sunday, the descent of the Holy Spirit. If you weren't able to be with us last Sunday, be sure and look up that video. It was a great time together as we thought about the power of the Holy Spirit. This coming Sunday is a very unusual festival of the church because it doesn't celebrate an event, it celebrates a teaching. It's Trinity Sunday, and churches around the world will be gathering for Trinity Sunday to celebrate the mystery of God revealed to us as Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Come and be with us this coming Sunday. Pastor Craig will be leading us in the sanctuary as he is back with us to lead us in our Trinity Sunday worship. There's grand music for the day of Trinity, and I'll be down the hall. I'm sneaking off to be with our children this coming Sunday, and we have a very special teaching unit shared for them as well. So let's hope to have a good turnout of our youngsters as well this coming Sunday, June the 15th. God bless and have a great week.